Hi everyone. So I'm not going to tell you the story of this hubcap because it's going to take me about 10 or 15 minutes to describe it and all that and in all detail. I'm just going to say that this hubcap has gone through a lot. It's the front left hubcap of my dad's van, and like the other three hubcaps are barely scratched at all. Like the back left hubcap is sort of scratched slightly on the edges. No middle scratches in between the spokes, but it's usually just like slight edge scratches in the hubcap. But like this, like it's just scratched everywhere because the front left usually is the one which gets like curb because it's the wheel that turns and it's also the wheel that is on the side where the curbs are. So that's usually where the front left, like the left hubcaps come off so often, especially the front left hubcaps. So yeah. Anyway, I might even start explaining in all detail if I'm to be honest. But yeah. So just to let you know that the cable ties we use, they're quite bit chunky like that, but they're really not that great quality. Even though they look quite good quality, they're actually not. Like the look of the look of the cable ties, like the thickness and all that, and the length or whatever of the cable tie clips and all that, and the strength of them, it that makes it up for the looseness of the cable ties, because the looseness, like you can easily just get your finger in there, just kind of with a bit enough force, you can just kind of pull it off. Like it might take a bit, but it just kind of come off. So it takes like mild effort to kind of. It'll probably just be enough to take this off. Ugh. Maybe a bit more than that, but it's about that, roughly that easy to kind of take it off. Like I thought it was going to be more difficult, but it's not. But yeah. Anyway, so this hubcap came off on the outside of a car park, so a garage car park. So what happened was we went to the garage and we went to the petrol pump. Well, it was actually diesel pump, and on the way back we hit the cable. We not hit the cable tie. Sorry, we hit the curb, and the van sort of like jolted like downwards, and I kind of heard like a sort of sound, more like a sort of sound. I was like, yeah, he's probably just scuffed up a hubcap. So I know it was the front left because that's the hubcap. That's a wheel that kind of went up and down when we hit the curb. But yeah, so I didn't really think much of it. So when we went home, about halfway home, we heard like that. Like we heard this for like 10 seconds, and then it was something like this. It was sort of like a no, I just without the ring. It was sort of like this. Sort of like that, just like suddenly I was like, is that the hubcap that just came off? Like, I didn't hear that, or and then like a rattly noise of a hubcap falling off. I literally just heard like a plonk, like something just like a bike had just fallen over on the pavement, like that sort of sound, like a loud like thud. So I was like, oh god. I looked in the mirror, like the mirror view thing, the wing mirror, and I saw the hubcap I just saw the hubcap was going quite fast. I just saw the hubcap laying like this. Like, I'm pretty sure it did not roll, because when I picked it up, which was actually in between where the car's wheels, so it was literally dead centre in the middle of a lane of the road, on the same lane we were driving. But it mustn't have rolled, because the ring was literally like that on top of it. Like, no, it wasn't like that, it was more like that. So it must have just not rolled, because if it did roll, the ring would be further away. It wouldn't have been on top of the hubcap, most likely. But yeah, I've always thought that the hubcaps would usually roll, and then they'd just sort of lose power and then just like kind of just like drop on the floor. But I'm pretty sure this hubcap literally just literally just went like this, like that, like a thud on the ground. So yeah, the cable ties aren't great quality that they were, so a cable tie must have broke off or snapped off when we hit the curb, and then one side that was left, and it must have been too much strain, and it must have just like wobbled off and just whacked on the floor. That's what I'm just guessing, because that's most likely what happened. I thought I'd just tell you that. So yeah, look at this hubcap. It is absolutely terrible. Like they're almost they were a couple of weeks old. Like there's even scratches right here. Look. Like, how did you get that fucking hubcap? That scratch was already there when we bought the hubcaps, but look, there's like scratches like really far up. That's a deep scratch as well. That one, right way through. There's even a couple of chips as well. Like, Jeez. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if one day he comes back and, like, this part of the hubcap is just chipped off. Like, one of the spokes is kind of, like, chipped off, like, really deeply. But, yeah. That's what I just thought I'd say that. So, hope you enjoyed. We might get new hubcaps for the van, but there's no point because these hubcaps are fucking useless. Just like all aftermarkets, because we had, like, similar, like, taxi sort of hubcaps. Like, taxi, like, hubcaps, but with, like, bolts. Like, taxi hubcaps with bolts. Like the aftermarket versions of a taxi hubcap, like a taxi remake hubcap with bolts, about a year ago, and we lost 2 hubcaps on both which were on the left hand side in the first week or so. We've got the hubcaps, so that's how rubbish the hubcaps are. But the hubcaps that we've lost, my mum lost, they were a lot tighter and a lot more sturdy on the wheel than these. These hubcaps, you would literally just be able to like just pull them off like really easy. Oh shit! Woof! I said woof. I mean whoa. And then I meant to say the F word, but it kind of sounded like woof. It's not. But look at that. Jesus Christ. Let's get the hubcap. No, let's get the Mr. Spider. Oh! Okay, I'm gonna end the video, guys. Bye.